Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most ambitious and visually stunning entries in the Assassin's Creed series, Assassin's Creed Shadows. I've spent countless hours exploring every corner of feudal Japan in this game, and let me tell you, it's a total game changer. In this video, I'm giving you the full scoop, from the meticulously recreated historical backdrop and innovative dual protagonist gameplay to the RPG systems, technical performance, and even some behind-the-scenes stories. Whether you're a die-hard Assassin's fan or new to the franchise, stick around for my in-depth, no-filter review before you buy. Let's get into it. Let's talk setting. Assassin's Creed Shadows throws you straight into 16th century Japan during the turbulent Zuchi Momoyama period, a time of warlords, shifting alliances, and the unification of the country under Oda Nobunaga. Ubisoft has absolutely nailed the historical setting, creating a living, breathing world that feels just as immersive as the best open-world games out there. Immersive environments, from the bustling city of Kyoto, filled with merchants, samurai, and hidden assassin cells, to the quiet, mist-covered bamboo forests, every location is detailed down to the smallest architectural feature. Castles, tea houses, hidden shrines, it's all here. I even found myself getting lost just soaking in the atmosphere. Dynamic weather and seasons. One of the standout features is fully dynamic seasons. You're not just seeing different lighting effects, the world physically changes. A harsh winter snowfall can cover enemy footprints, making stealth easier, while a summer rainstorm creates deep puddles that reflect the world in stunning detail. It's not just for show, weather affects how you play. Historical authenticity. The game brings real historical figures into the mix. Oda Nobunaga, Akechi Mitsuhide, Hattori Hanzo, and of course Yasuke, the legendary African samurai. Every conversation, every town, every piece of armor feels researched and authentic, with Ubisoft consulting Japanese historians to get the details right. The level of care and attention in Assassin's Creed Shadows is next level. Whether you're sneaking through a shogun's palace or standing on a windswept mountaintop, the world itself tells a story. It's a perfect fusion of history and gameplay, making this one of the most immersive settings in the entire franchise. Alright, let's talk about the real game changer. You're not just playing as one assassin this time. Assassin's Creed Shadows gives you two fully playable protagonists, and their differences aren't just cosmetic. Yasuke is an absolute powerhouse. He's a fully armored samurai warrior, and his combat style reflects that. If you like going in swords, swinging, blocking, parrying, and tanking hits, he's your guy. Every swing of his katana feels weighty. This isn't just fast hack-and-slash gameplay. You've got to time your strikes, watch for openings, and use stance-based combat like in Ghost of Tsushima. Yasuke can wield katanas, nodachis, spears, and even kanabo, a massive club that crushes enemies. He's also got a hand cannon, a period-accurate gun that can blow enemies away in a single shot. Unlike past AC protagonists, Yasuke wears full samurai armor, meaning he can take more hits, but is also louder and less agile. If you try sneaking in full-plate armor, good luck. Guards will hear you a mile away. Naoe, on the other hand, is the opposite of Yasuke. She's a stealthy assassin, moving like a ghost in the night. If you prefer hiding in shadows, sneaking up on enemies and using gadgets, you'll love her playstyle. Naoe is much quicker than Yasuke. She can climb faster, chain assassinations together, and move through enemy camps like a shadow. She's got kunai, shurikens, a grappling hook, smoke bombs, and even a blowgun for silent takedowns. You can poison enemies, distract them, or vanish in a puff of smoke. Ubisoft has overhauled stealth visibility and noise detection. Tall grass and darkness actually matter. You can see your exact visibility level, and enemies will hear things like creaking wooden floors or a shuriken landing nearby. What's really cool is that you're not locked into one character. Missions let you choose how to approach them. Want to go full samurai and cut through a fortress as Yasuke? Go for it. Want to infiltrate undetected as Naoe, eliminating enemies one by one? That works too. You can swap characters freely in open-world exploration, and some story missions force you to use one over the other, adding variety to the gameplay. Their stories intertwine, and their interactions bring a cool duality to the experience. Yasuke's disciplined, honorable approach contrasts with Naoe's cunning and secrecy, making for some great character moments. This dual protagonist system isn't just a gimmick, it fundamentally changes how you play. Whether you want the brutality of a samurai or the finesse of a shinobi, Assassin's Creed Shadows gives you the freedom to choose your path. Combat in Assassin's Creed Shadows is the most refined the series has ever seen. Ubisoft has taken the best elements from past games and fine-tuned them to create a brutal, satisfying experience that feels weighty, tactical, and responsive. If you're playing as Yasuke, combat is all about power and precision. Every swing of the katana feels impactful, and you need to commit to your attacks. Enemies don't just stand around waiting their turn. They'll gang up on you, forcing you to block, counter, and use your arsenal wisely. There's a new stamina system in place, meaning you can't just spam attacks. You have to manage your energy, time your strikes, and break enemy stances to land devastating finishing moves. Parrying feels incredible, and pulling off a well-timed counter can instantly shift the tide of battle. Naoe, on the other hand, plays completely differently. She's all about speed and precision, relying on quick assassinations, evasive maneuvers, and her wide range of shinobi tools. If you get caught in open combat, you won't last long, so staying hidden and striking when the time is right is key. Ubisoft has introduced new light and shadow mechanics, allowing you to slip into darkness to evade enemies or set up ambushes. There's also a new grappling hook system that lets you scale buildings, swing across rooftops, or escape tricky situations in an instant. Stealth has been completely reworked. Enemies are smarter, reacting to noise, movement, and even environmental cues like open doors or missing allies. There's now a dedicated hiding system where you can use furniture, walls, or even blend into crowds more naturally than before. Assassin's tools have also been expanded. Distraction gadgets, explosive traps, and even environmental kills allow for more creative approaches to every situation. One of the biggest improvements is the enemy AI. Guards now work together more intelligently, calling for reinforcements, using torches to check dark areas, and even setting up patrol routes to catch players off guard. If you assassinate a target in broad daylight, expect nearby enemies to react instantly. This isn't the old, wait-your-turn combat style anymore. The combination of Yasuke's brutal samurai combat and Naoe's precise shinobi tactics makes for some of the most dynamic gameplay the series has ever seen. Whether you want to cut through enemies with raw strength or disappear into the night without a trace, Assassin's Creed Shadows lets you play your way. The open world in Assassin's Creed Shadows is one of Ubisoft's most detailed and dynamic environments yet. Set in 16th century Japan, this world is more than just a beautiful backdrop. It's alive, constantly changing with seasons, weather, and the actions of both you and the factions around you. Exploration feels organic and immersive. Instead of map markers guiding you every step of the way, the game encourages you to explore naturally. Villagers might whisper about a hidden temple in the mountains, or you might spot smoke rising in the distance, hinting at a battle or a settlement in need of aid. One of the biggest innovations is dynamic seasons. The world doesn't just change visually, each season affects gameplay in a real way. In winter, snow covers the ground, making it easier to track enemies but also exposing your own footprints. Rivers freeze over, allowing you to cross areas that were previously inaccessible. In the summer, heavy rains create muddy terrain, making movement slower but also dampening sound, perfect for stealth. Every season brings new challenges and opportunities. Japan's landscapes are stunning and varied, from the bustling streets of Kyoto to the serene cherry blossom gardens and the misty bamboo forests where samurai and bandits roam. You can visit tea houses, castles, underground ninja hideouts, and even climb sacred mountains to find legendary shrines and hidden treasures. Traversal has also been greatly improved. Naoe's grappling hook allows for faster vertical movement, letting you swing across rooftops or scale castle walls effortlessly. Meanwhile, Yasuke's brute strength lets him break open barricades, forcing his way through areas Naoe would have to sneak around. You can also ride horses, boats, and even use secret passageways to navigate the world in unique ways. Another exciting addition is faction influence. Different factions, samurai clans, ninja orders, and local warlords vie for control of regions, and your actions shape who holds power. If you assassinate a warlord, another might take their place, leading to shifts in alliances and open conflicts. Helping one faction could unlock new safe houses, equipment, and allies, while angering another might make certain areas more dangerous to navigate. Every corner of the world feels handcrafted and full of life, making exploration just as rewarding as combat and stealth. Whether you're scaling ancient temples, uncovering lost artifacts, or just soaking in the breathtaking landscapes, Assassin's Creed Shadows delivers one of the richest open worlds in the franchise. It isn't just about action, it's telling a deep, character-driven story set in one of the most fascinating periods of Japanese history. The game follows two protagonists, Yasuke and Naoe, whose lives and ideologies clash and intertwine as Japan moves toward unification under Oda Nobunaga. Yasuke is a former slave-turned-samurai serving under Nobunaga as Japan undergoes massive change. He's an outsider in more ways than one. Not only is he a foreign warrior in a land that rarely accepts outsiders, but he also struggles with his own role in Nobunaga's brutal conquests. His story is about honor, duty, and finding his place in a world that doesn't always welcome him. Naoe, on the other hand, is the daughter of a fallen Shinobi clan, and she has every reason to hate Nobunaga. She sees him as the destroyer of her people, a warlord responsible for chaos and destruction. But as she seeks revenge, she begins to question everything. Is revenge really the answer, or is there something bigger at stake? What makes the story compelling is the way it pits these two against each other, but also forces them to work together. Their relationship is complex. Naoe sees Yasuke as a servant of her enemy, while Yasuke sees her as a reckless assassin driven by hatred. But as events unfold, they realize they need each other to survive in a land filled with shifting alliances, betrayals, and war. Player choice plays a bigger role in Shadows than in previous games. You'll often have to make difficult moral decisions. Do you assassinate a key political figure to weaken Nobunaga's grip, knowing it could throw the region into chaos? Do you spare an enemy in the hopes of forging a future alliance, or eliminate them to protect your own people? Your choices affect how the story unfolds, who your allies and enemies are, and even how different regions of Japan change over time. The game also explores deeper themes of honor versus survival, tradition versus change, and the cost of loyalty. Nobunaga's vision for Japan is one of unity, but at what cost? Yasuke and Naoe's personal journeys reflect that struggle, one bound by duty, the other by revenge. Expect a cinematic, emotionally charged narrative with plenty of twists, betrayals, and character moments that hit hard. This isn't just a simple story of good versus evil, it's a tale of war, power, and the people caught in between. Visually, Assassin's Creed Shadows is an absolute stunner. Ubisoft has pushed their engine to its limits, delivering some of the most realistic environments, lighting, and character models the series has ever seen. Whether you're walking through the crowded streets of Kyoto, standing on a temple rooftop under the glow of paper lanterns, or watching cherry blossom petals drift through the wind, the level of detail and atmosphere is insane. The lighting system is next level, with realistic shadows, volumetric fog, and a dynamic day-night cycle that completely changes the look and feel of the world. The way moonlight filters through the trees during a stealth mission, or how the sun bounces off wet cobblestone streets after a rainstorm, it all adds to the cinematic quality of the experience. The character animations are also vastly improved. Combat feels weightier thanks to more detailed motion capture, and stealth kills look incredibly fluid, with enemies reacting realistically to being taken down. Even small details like fabric physics on Yasuke's armor or the way Naoe's scarf moves in the wind add to the immersion. Performance-wise, the game is fully optimized for next-gen hardware, running at 4K with ray tracing on high-end consoles and PCs. Load times are practically non-existent thanks to SSD technology, and the world is seamless, with no immersion-breaking transitions between areas. The game also features a high-performance mode, letting players prioritize 60 FPS gameplay for ultra-smooth combat and exploration. Immersion is further enhanced by 3D audio and DualSense features on PS5. You can hear enemies whispering in the distance, the subtle rustling of trees in the wind, and even feel the tension in your blade when drawing your katana. The adaptive triggers add resistance when firing a bow or parrying attacks, making combat feel even more tactile. From the photorealistic environments to the next-gen performance upgrades, Assassin's Creed Shadows is shaping up to be one of Ubisoft's most visually and technically impressive games to date. If you're looking for an open-world experience that feels alive, immersive, and truly next-gen, this is it. So, after everything we've seen and broken down, Assassin's Creed Shadows is looking like one of the most ambitious and exciting entries in the franchise. Ubisoft is finally taking the series in a direction that feels fresh, while keeping the core elements that make Assassin's Creed so iconic. The dual protagonist system adds depth, letting you experience two completely different playstyles. Whether you prefer the brute force approach of Yasuke or the stealth and agility of Naoe. Combat and stealth have never felt more refined, with weighty melee fights, fast and fluid assassinations, and a world that reacts to your every move. The open world of Japan feels alive, with seasons, dynamic weather, and deep faction mechanics, making every decision feel like it matters. And the story is shaping up to be one of the most compelling in the series, focusing on themes of honor, revenge, and the clash between tradition and progress. Visually, this game is stunning, with next-gen lighting, detailed character models, and a level of immersion that makes every battle and exploration moment feel cinematic. Whether you're sneaking through the shadows of a burning temple or cutting down enemies in a brutal samurai duel, everything looks and feels incredible. At the end of the day, Assassin's Creed Shadows is shaping up to be one of the biggest and boldest Assassin's Creed games ever made. If you're a long-time fan of the series, this game has the stealth and world-building you love. If you're new, this could be the perfect entry point with its engaging story and action-packed gameplay. So should you be excited for Assassin's Creed Shadows? Absolutely. This might just be the next evolution of the franchise. And from everything we've seen, it could be one of the best Assassin's Creed games ever made. So that's everything you need to know before you buy. Assassin's Creed Shadows. This game is shaping up to be one of the most exciting entries in the franchise, with deep stealth mechanics, intense samurai combat, a rich open world, and a story that looks to hit hard. If you've been waiting for an Assassin's Creed game that blends Ghost of Tsushima-style samurai action with classic stealth, this might just be the one. But of course, we want to hear from you. What do you think? Are you hyped for Assassin's Creed Shadows? Do you like the dual protagonist approach? Are you more of a stealth-focused assassin, or are you going full samurai warrior mode? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our full review when the game drops. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.